Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian, welcome back to Crusader Kings III, Legends of the Dead. So in today's episode, we should hopefully be declaring war on the Byzantine Empire, and we got to build up our men-at-arms before we do that. But I'd like to create some more titles first, because once we build up the men-at-arms, we'll be earning less money, since, you know, obviously we gotta pay for those. And so while we have this really good income, it'd be a good time to create those titles, because we can create them fairly quickly. We did just get that extra level of devotion, so we'd seen that we were really close to getting that. And so that's like, I think 5 more opinion with everybody of our religion. Oh, I did see what happened with the titles for our son. Last episode he lost his titles and I was wondering what happened there. So it was his brother. So his brother took these 2 titles that he had. He had this one and this one. And he took both of them since it was his vassal. And he gave one of them away to this mufti here. And then the other one he took for himself. So pretty unfortunate, because he's also set to now inherit that kingdom. So not only just take titles from his own brother, he's going to get rewarded for it. So I might try and get rid of that kingdom. That's the one over here. But we'd have to wait until we have extra holdings, because we'd be giving out these 2, which I don't really want to do because that would decrease our income right now. And so we'll wait. There's another character we could vassalize, so he can join factions against us. So yeah, let's do that. So just trying to get control of all of the Arabian Peninsula. So I believe we've seen this event before. Basically, you're choosing between either gaining higher taxes but losing development growth, or the opposite, losing taxes but getting development growth. And that's just in our capital. Or you can go with this option: you lose opinion with both your tax collector and your steward. I don't really want to lose taxes. I don't want to lose the development growth either. It's for 15 years. It certainly will make its impact. I think we're just going to take the opinion hit. You know, this is a vassal of ours. He likes us a lot. I think we could take the opinion hit. 'Cause yeah, I don't want either of those penalties. So he did accept our offer for vassalization. I assume he'll immediately join that faction against us. So we do have the money to now create or usurp another title. And I think the first one we're going to do is over here. So that's this this kingdom title for Mesopotamia. So let's go ahead and create that. And then we're going to go ahead and grant it to the Caliph here. So this is a bit different than what we've been doing. We've been granting all these titles only to our family members. But yeah, in this case, keeping the Caliph happy, I think, would be wise. And just trying to get rid of some of these vassals, so we don't have to manage them as much. It's kind of a bit of an issue. He's arriving to pay homage to us, so we'll get that prestige, court grandeur, and renown. But yeah, generally I like to have a lot of vassals, like all count levels, like really weak vassals. But the problem here is that we have too many strong vassals, and we wouldn't be able to support the idea of having a bunch of tiny counts, because it would hurt us on the vassal limits, as we've already seen. And so with all these really strong vassals, that's the reason why I think getting some stronger ones than kings would be better, just so we have less people that we have to appease. When you get to this size, it generally is the better option, because you just can't keep all, you know, weak counts. So we got an event here that clearly is bugged a little bit. Basically, this tax collector has learned the secret. She has a secret lover, and I'm thinking we're going to give him gold, or we can give him the prize goblet, or just praise him, which is what we'll do, because I don't really care about that secret, honestly, of this vassal of ours. It's not really not that helpful. And let me just take a look at this plague, where it's at. Okay, so that's way down there. Nothing to worry about then. And another event here with our steward. So we can say I will strike a deal with the Chief Mason, because this is about establishing a guild of stonemasons in Sinjar. This is a 60% chance of success. We'll get a great deal, increasing control and reducing the building construction costs and time. Or we'll have to pay a lot of money with a 39% deal. Yeah, I don't really want to do this, guys. We're not even building in there, are we? Yeah, that's over here. I think the control might be a bit low there. So obviously increasing the control would be helpful. Yeah, I don't want to do any of these guys. We're just going to go with this option here. And unfortunately, we'll take a penalty there. We did get that fascination, the chronicle writing. Excellent. So we'll have to take a look at what we want to get next. So our tax collector found some extra taxes we can take from our brother and chancellor here. So this is Mothman. Okay. So we did that. We'd irritate him. We could instead have him give it to the mosque, and that would get us some piety. Or just go with this option. He'll just be a little frustrated. We got a little bit of money. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could do that option. He won't be as unhappy, and we still get a little bit of money from it. Oh yes, we need to select a cultural fascination. And there's the dungeons. I said I was going to deal with that person in the dungeon last episode, and I did not. Okay, so they died. So let's go ahead and take a look at what innovation we want to get next. So we got the chronicle writing. So it allows us to press several of our claims in war, and CB prestige costs will be reduced. Also makes the zealot vassals more common. I don't think there's anything we want to get here since there's only that option. So now we can move into the high medieval innovations. And I always like to get the knighthood one. It's great for the accolades, but then also with the education, the martial education, you get that knighthood trait. And yeah, it's just, it's a nice one to have. Increases your effectiveness in battle since it helps with the knights. Makes them better. So it gives you a lot of bonuses. So it's a good one to get. We lost our caravan master. And we have the event with the first enrobing of our daughter here. We could have our daughter be the princess of fashion. I never do that with the son, but yeah, why not? We'll do that. She'll be the princess of fashion. Does she have a marriage arranged yet? Just curious if we've done that. Yeah. The caliph's son. So she'd be marrying this prince here. So fitting marriage for a princess. And we keep losing house unity since all of our family are acting against each other, which is not at all surprising. We kind of set them up in positions that would make them want to act against each other. Now we did get a stewardship perk. We'll go ahead and select that first. Maybe reduce the monthly tyranny. Help us increase opinion there. And then the other thing we want to do is either create or usurp a title. So the one I was thinking about doing next is probably this one here in Syria. There's also this one which can be usurped. And then there's this one which we can create. And we already know who we want to grant that to as well. And the benefits of doing these two is that they'll expand our territory for us. That's really what I'm thinking here. In addition to just getting rid of potentially rebellious vassals. So now we have to figure out who we want to grant it to. I guess there's really only one choice. Yeah, this guy. You could give it to him, but that makes no sense. So we'll give it to him. He does not like us. But this will help. Now, giving a kingdom title to somebody who doesn't like you is certainly risky. You get the 80 opinion. So I was going to grant that to him. It gets us up to 35. Okay. So I don't know if he's in a faction right now. Let me just take a look here. Well, we're definitely reducing that Liberty faction significantly. This is all helping to ensure we don't have this rebellion. So it is working. And so far we don't have any of the kings in there. And then yeah, hopefully he'll expand the territory for us. Alright, another one of the childhood events here. So we'll go with that option. So this is an event regarding our daughter. There's a little fight between two of our pages of the court. And so because they break it up, both of you get some prestige and 5% chance to get the firm hand, which will increase monthly prestige for dread. Or we can have our daughter mediate, which might increase her diplomacy and get us opinion. I guess we'll go for this. I don't think we got the firm hand though. It was only 5% chance, so it wasn't very likely. So yeah, there's we just got the August trait. That's interesting. Is that because we built the legendary statue? Yeah, normally you would only get that from the lifestyle. So normally you gotta go all the way down here in the diplomacy tree to get it. Yeah, that's nice. It's pretty helpful to have. Increase in diplomacy, martial, and prestige gain. Diplomacy is already pretty good. Not quite as high as our stewardship, but yeah, the martial's getting better. One thing we were always kind of bad at. Still bad at intrigue, but our learning is excellent. Okay, so with that constructed, we can now maybe go ahead and get the horse pen. Yeah, we're going to upgrade that. And so we'll have to wait to get another title now. And looks like we had a successor for the first among the guard. One of our accolade positions there. And we can sponsor this artisan inspiration. And it'd be wondrous. Because he's a legendary, yeah, he has legendary skill. It'd be expensive, but I think it's worth it. So we can tell him what we want him to make, either a magnificent chest or an elegant box to store jewelry. You can also do a splendid statue. Seems like we're all in this statue building right now, so you know what, let's do that. We'll get a splendid statue. So yeah, we're just spending all our money and can't get this done with these titles. I think it's just 2 more titles we have left to create. If we do the one up there, if we usurp that one, we really don't have to. Maybe we'll just do this one here, and then we'll start working on the men-at-arms so we declare war on the Byzantines. I don't think we want to add dedication. So yeah, we'll just go with that. Get the little prestige bump there. Daughter is of age, and she is a fortune builder. So she's just got to wait about a year or so for her betrothed to come of age. So we got event Blood and Gold Blind Spot. So these two are fighting again. We've already seen one event, I think, regarding these two. So we can scold them for the oversight. And they'll be pacified, so that's actually a good thing. Yeah, we'll do that one. Try and stop them from fighting. It seems those events where your steward is fighting with the tax collectors are quite common. Which, speaking of that, we need to change this tax collector up. Which I guess we finished up the horse pen. We're going to create that title next before we build anything else. And then, yeah, once we do that title, then we can do some construction, but we're also going to need to do the men-at-arms finally. So let's go and change the tax decree, and I think we're just going to go to basic taxes just because it's easier to manage, and then we can just assign everybody in here. Or not quite everybody. Is there any open spots? There actually are. Because we've been creating all these kingdom titles. You know what, before I do this, we're going to go ahead and create this one more kingdom title. I don't know if there's anybody actually under them that we'd be putting under them. Because they might already, yeah, own all this territory. So yeah, let's go ahead and grant him this title. He already really likes us. We're getting huge opinion boosts from the creation of titles. With courtly vassals anyway. So yeah, we want to grant him this one here. And then hopefully, once he comes of age, this will result in him expanding our territory. So I wanted to give out all these titles while we're making this much money. There's one more that we can still create. Oh, usurp it, technically. I don't think we're going to do that right now. Let's go ahead and work on men-at-arms now. So we need to raise up a bit more funds. And do we want the extra disease recovery? How are we looking on? I mean, we're very good on legitimacy. We can grant some. Give it some, I suppose. Got a hunt we can go to. But we're not going to. Because we're going to focus on doing this here. So let's get, I know I said that I was going to build this, so we'll do that real quick. So we'll get this one. And then it's men-at-arms, guys. Finally. We'll finally build these men-at-arms up. I also forgot about the taxes. And we're now known as the Brilliant. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, we are very deserving. It's because of our intellectual gifts. But I feel like Behrad could be the Great. Like, all that he's achieved in his lifetime, he could be given that title. Alright, so let's go and assign these taxpayers. Make sure we're getting all these taxes, so we could be earning even more money. And then, give it a couple months. Is this the one we want to put into... Because this is our heir. We don't really need to tax our heir if there's... Well, there won't be any open positions. So we're going to want him getting some type of benefit from his taxes. So probably in this one, because it'll increase his prestige. It could also increase his piety, but isn't really fitting of him. Also decreases his opinion. Yeah, I think that this is probably the best one to do here, guys. Now, one thing I wasn't considering the fact is this one reduces the opinion. Yeah, I forgot about that. So you might want to reduce any like high-ranking characters out of here. Yeah, that would really help. You know what? Let me just redo these and go from the bottom down on this one. So we're going to remove all the taxpayers, and then we will reassign them from the bottom. Yeah, just selecting all the lowest ones until we have, I don't know how many we got so far. So that gets us 12, right? Yeah. All right, excellent. So now we need to assign one more to these basic taxes here. But let me do my son first, because we're going to put him into here. So let me see if I can't find him. Because we weren't taxing him before, but yeah, we'll get him some extra prestige here. And then here, we'll tax this guy. And we'll see if there's anybody we can even assign to this character. Yeah, it looks like there are some. So we'd want to do it. Is there any benefit to selecting the richer ones? Not really. So I think it's all about... Yeah, not really. Not unless you really want to give them some bonuses for the war. So in this case, we'll go from the bottom up. How many do we need? Just the 2? Alright, so now we just need to do the basic taxes for any remaining characters. This is pretty micro-intensive overall. Of course, we can have it automatically do it as we had it before, but what's the point of even having the different types of taxes if you're not going to micro it? Because yeah, it creates all kinds of issues like we've seen. You're like getting high tax opinion penalties with powerful vassals who then join factions. You're taking prestige hits, like huge prestige hits for like barely any money. You know, you gotta kind of manage it a little bit. There's another person that can be inspired. She's just competent though. Yeah, I don't think we want to do a competent one. Throw her all that money. So our wife is providing some input regarding the statue that's being created And it's a 71% chance it's going to lower the quality. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I paid a lot of money for that statue. Another event about the accusations of witchcraft. So yeah, we can just straight up burn her to satisfy the peasants. Or we can just release her, upset them, but get the stewardship, and also, you know, we're doing justice. Yeah, we'll go with that option. And that actually got us a perk. So we don't have any vassals that are joining independence factions. So I think it would be better to go with this option here, increasing the domestic affairs efficiency, because we do have that going right now, so that should hopefully increase opinion a bit more. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our men-at-arms. Remember, we're going to go and get rid of the light horsemen so that we can create the armored horsemen. And then we want to go ahead and station those in our capital. And then we need to increase their size. Obviously, we are going to need more money. And we finished up with a trade port as well, so it's going to help us get more money. And just making sure nothing's too close right now. Have this infection here. It's named after us, Bayron's Flux. And the inspiration has been finished up. We are in 1130, so we've been able to do that war for a while, but we want to make sure we get these men-at-arms built up. And I don't think the Empire is dealing with any wars. Why don't we take that back? They're involved in a conflict over here, Pomerania, so quite far away. I think this is an alliance they have in the HRE. Alright, so this is an illustrious furniture, increasing prestige and renown. Also gives a little court grandeur bonus. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that put in place. And so that's our last spot. Well, this is the prize goblet. That would go over here. Okay, so I never put this goblet in place. This increases the vassal tax for courtly vassals. You already have one here for the just any powerful vassal that's in a counselor position. So we got 2 goblets. Maybe you should put the goblets across from each other. Yeah, it makes sense. And then we can put this over here. And then for the statue, let's put that right here. There we go. So increasing our prestige and renown. Excellent. So that flux continues to spread. We got like a peasant faction just rose up. Or hasn't rose up, but is formed. He's paying homage, and he's going to pay us a nice little sum of money as well. Right, excellent. So yeah, we'll take that. And we need to appoint another tax collector here. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the previous one. But we actually have a really good one here. So yeah, I was going to appoint him. And so that'll generate even more taxes. There's another character we can vassalize. He's known as the Fat. Okay, and so vassalizing him, we'd actually put him underneath that king. So we need to do that. And we got a son who needs to be married. He has landed. He didn't have any children of his own. So, I mean, he could arrange his own marriage, so I think we might need to select him and tell him he can do that. I don't know, I'm kind of irritated with this son. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to arrange a marriage for him right now. Frankly, I just don't feel like doing it, but I'm also kind of irritated with him because he took those titles from his brother. He's not been a good brother. He's not keeping with our house unity. Let me take a look at our accolades real quick. Since, remember, we did have somebody new take over, so we'll need to... Yeah, we won't be able to do anything unless we force them to become knights. Okay. So he changed it to Huntsmaster. Because I'm pretty sure we didn't have that as a secondary before. But yeah, the main one is the Valiant there, while this is the the tactician. We still have that giant in place here as well. Court Ranger's now at level 9. Also, that fat character accepted vassalization, so we're going to need to give him to the king. So let's go ahead and grant him to him. So that gets rid of that new vassal we just got. So we got a little bit of money, and of course our wife wants to spend it. She wants us to pay this woman here to weave something for us, a tapestry or whatever. Sure, well, why not? So we now funded her, and so we have a new inspiration project. She is legendary though, so I would have done it anyways. I think we do have an open spot. Yeah, we got some open spots here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I would have done it if it was an option. Alright, so let's go ahead and increase the size of the armored horsemen. These guys are expensive. That's why I said we probably wouldn't be able to do it. You know, fill out all of these guys. Yeah, we haven't filled out most of them actually. Yeah, I feel like we need to wait a little bit longer. I want to get those men-at-arms increased as much as we can here before this war. Not that we need the men-at-arms to be that large. I'm mainly doing it for our son, because he will probably not earn as much money as we do. Nowhere near as much money. Alright, so we've seen this event many times. We're just going to go with that same option. So once again, one of our tax collectors has found that we have a vassal who's not paying us what they should be. This is just a baron. So I'm surprised we can get so much money from him. Maybe we could say, I will send some men in the night to nail him to a cross. That is a tyrannical action. Well, it's a 50% chance that it becomes tyrannical. Or we can say the law is on our side, seize him, we'll imprison him, and we'll get that money as well. Or we can go with this option. Yeah, we'll go with this one. This will infuriate the locals, but yeah, why not? So yeah, we'll go with that. And we lost a friend, causing us to gain some stress there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and deal with this character. Can we take his title? Is that considered a worthy punishment of him? Let's take a look if this is tyrannical or not. He has no choice but to accept. Of course, he's in prison. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and revoke that title. I don't know where this one's at. It's right here. So yeah, we're gonna revoke that. And then, despite the fact he's not a baron, we can still force him to pay us 100 gold. Okay, we'll do that then. And so now we're over our holding limit. And because it's over here, we have that full control there as well. So what I think we're going to do is go ahead and grant out this kingdom title. This will allow us to select who we want to give it to, which I actually want to, rather than give it to him, give it to Ibrahim, who lost his territory. Because yeah, I'm going to take care of my sons. Oh, he's not in court currently, so we'd have to invite him. I wonder where he's at. Oh, he's way over here. Yeah, let's bring him back to court. And we did get that ransom as well. Excellent. And then we have another inspiration that we can do. I guess we might as well do it to our wife, considering the fact that it was her idea. Let's give her credit. Give her credit where credit is due. Alright, so he's back in court now. He's got a lot nicer clothing as well. Probably because of the fashion. I think that does play a role, doesn't it? Like what you have set in your royal court. Changes like what they're wearing. So we're going to want to grant him the kingdom title, this duchy title, and then these 2 counties. There we go. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the succession's still going to result in... Oh, maybe not. It's all going to our heir, at least as of right now. That could change. But yeah, he is no longer... Shahram is no longer getting any other titles, which he really doesn't need any. He was given that duchy title. He's got a lot of territory as it is. And it appears that he is in a war right now. His one vassal over here. Well, that's what he deserves. He rebelled against him. He granted him that title too. He's rebelling against his tyranny because he took those titles from his brother. That was tyrannical. He's getting what he deserves, I feel. Let me take a look and see. Yeah, they don't even have the money to pass anyways. Alright, so let's go to our men-at-arms again. I don't know if we want to continue to increase the horsemen. They're pretty expensive. I think we should probably instead boost these horsemen, if anything. And then we also need to boost the archers. And we need to station them somewhere. So we'll just put them in the best location. Which looks like this one. I mean, you could do that one as well. Just whether you want the defense, you know, the toughness or the damage. I guess we'll do this one. Alright, so we got them up to level 5. Let's increase their size now. So just increasing the size of all our men-at-arms. And we'll do one more. Getting everybody up to level 5. I guess you could do these guys too. So you can see we're in a lot less money now as we built up the troops. But this is going to help the men-at-arms maintenance reduction. Once we get them to all level 5. I mean, these guys don't really have to be level 5, but result in a nice round number. And that should be it. So everybody's level 5 with the exception of our infantry here. And it'd just take too long to increase them all any further. So now we just need to get a little bit of a war chest. Although, shoot, we might actually be making money in the war. Maybe just 1 month, and then we'll go ahead and declare war. So this is an event regarding our daughter. We could shape her in our image. It would result in us taking stress, though. Yeah, we'll just go with that option. We actually have a lot of stress right now. Got another stewardship perk, though. Oh no. Our wife is infirm. Well, I'll stay by your side. Her son has gotten married. Alright, so the next perk will be a likable, increasing opinion even further. So we should be doing pretty good when it comes to that faction now. Alright, so I rearranged all of our taxpayers just based on the tax decrees and what would be best for those particular vassals and just with how much they bring us in. And so the situation here is you actually have this average tax collector. He's gotten 12 taxpayers, while this good one's only got 3. And so we want to change those 2 out. So bring Demi up here. So you have the worst guy there. I think that makes the most sense. Of course, that does reduce his opinion. I don't know, it might, restore it. You actually have this character. That's good as well. I didn't see that. Okay, so could have done that instead. And not piss off, well, I suppose you still would have had to piss him off because you had to fire him, but yeah, this isn't a bad situation here. So that should bring us in some extra money than what we were against. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it helps. Alright, so I think we're ready finally. Do have this little court event here about the joys of wine. And so if we get this one here, we'll get a health boost, which would reduce our attraction, opinion, and court grandeur. We get some piety. We can say a little wine keeps the humors balanced. Drinking in moderation. Either one of these would fit for our character. This one not so much since we're temperate. But yeah, I think the health boost would be helpful here in our older age. So we'll go with that. Alright, so ready to declare war, but you can see there's this big old plague that's it's called the Greek boils, and it's apocalyptic. So that's a major threat. It's already killed 107 characters. Wow. Alright. I suppose we'll still attack him now. I guess they'd be weakened from this. I assume his troops would be raised up and be elsewhere. He is dying. He has the measles. So even the Emperor is currently dying, so who succeeds him? His sister does. Okay. So the Empire is not doing well, guys. Look at the troop numbers. Yeah, this is going to be an easy conflict. So yeah, let's go and do it. Let's take advantage of the situation. Hopefully we don't regret doing this because of the the disease over here. So this is going to be the holy war for the kingdom. I don't want to wait any longer to do this. And well, again, I mentioned this before, we could do Anatolia and get a bit more territory. I just think it looks better if we go for the Pontus one, so that's what we'll do. Alright, so I don't know if we'll need to call in any allies. I guess it gets done quicker if we do, and we have the prestige. Do we even have any foreign allies? Sure seems like we don't, because I'm not seeing anybody that we can pull in here. Not that we really need them anyways. We have about 32,000 almost. I guess it's closer to 31 is what we actually have. And then we'll want to split these up to multiple armies. We'll raise them all up even though we don't really need the entire army. We'll need them for sieges. And so the quicker we can get this done, because I'd prefer not to have to march all the way to the capital. I mean, obviously marching to the capital might speed the war up, but you'd have to go by sea. It'd be the only way to really do it. I suppose we could do it. But yeah, that's where the Greek boils are, so probably not the best way. And it looks like our daughter has got the full education, level 4. Alright, fantastic. She's already betrothed as well. Alright, so getting these troops raised up, and then we'll split them up into multiple armies. We did finish up the inspiration. It's a magnificent tapestry. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in place, since we have one location here left. And also, we should destroy this here to get that extra gold. Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if we'll wait the whole time to get all these troops raised up. And I don't know exactly what just happened. It seems that our steward died. Oh, he killed himself. I see. Okay. And so now we got a new alliance. Since remember he's married to our daughter. And so we need to put somebody else into the stewardship position. We currently have 3 powerful vassals. Or excuse me, 4 powerful vassals that are not on the council. And that's because we have our brothers on the council currently. So he definitely has the best stewardship. So let's go and appoint him. He also has one of the lower opinions here. So yeah, it makes sense to put him in place. And just have him continue to increase development. Look how much money we're earning despite all these troops raised up in the war. A big part of that is because of that tax jurisdiction that we have. I feel like, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and let it raise up the entire troops. I was gonna say that's probably enough, but might as well finish it up. Alright, so this event, again, we don't want to fire him, so we're just gonna say this. Take the piety hit. Alright, so now we need to arrange these troops. We'll take a look and see how much you can even fit in this territory. It seems 4,000 something is about the highest. Most of them are around 3,000. And we'll want to just take over all of it one by one. It's going to be mostly a war of sieges, I think. I don't even know if the Emperor will come and fight us. He doesn't have that many troops in the first place. He's also already involved in that war over here. So yeah, I don't know if he'll fight us or not. We'll have to see. So yeah, we're going to have one army of the men-at-arms. It's probably going to be mostly men-at-arms, actually. In fact, it might be quicker to separate the men-at-arms off of this, wouldn't it? Let's do this the easy way. And then maybe just give them a little bit of levies. I mean, you really don't even need much in there. Get up to like 3,500 or something. Yeah, that looks solid. And then our best commander is actually this character here. He's got the open terrain expert and the flexible leader. So that's a pretty solid one to have. Because he's going to do well on the rougher terrain, most likely, because that's where you're going to get the enemy defensive advantage. You know, usually when they're attacking your sieges. And then also in the open terrain. There's also our Marshal, the Caliph, who's known as Longshanks. This is athletic and muscular build. Although that's not what Longshanks was for. That was for being really tall. Anyways, he's 52 and still in great shape. Look at that. Thriving in chaos, plus 18. Wow. But anyways, we could assign him to lead one of these armies, but obviously this character is probably the best one for right now. Though he is old. His health is ailing, so we'll have to see how long he even sticks around. Something to keep in mind. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the next army split off, which I did not split off the knights. Damn. Alright, so now we gotta do that. Alright, so I guess that's one reason why shouldn't do it that way. But it's not that hard to fix this. Alright, so they should be good to go now. And then this is going to be our main sieging army. And again, we'll just do like armies of 3,000. And yeah, put the Reaver in charge here. And so the location here is right there, I see. Although we probably will want to consider the size. Yeah, that's the one where you want to have them at. That's clearly the higher fort level at 6. So we're going to move him over there. And then let's go ahead and get the next army set up and off to do a siege. And you probably don't want like really good commanders here. In this case, you're going to want like siege, military engineer guys, which maybe I should have put the military engineer guy there. Yeah, I suppose that would have made sense. Because yeah, I was thinking of the county attrition. But yeah, we probably want the person who's going to just knock these sieges out as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Because yeah, that's a level 6. That's going to take forever, guys. And then here we can have the Reaver in charge, I suppose. And it's going to be 2 locations here you got to siege down. So we'll go over here. Although maybe not that way, so you don't take the attrition. Okay, so we'll have him go there. And then we'll send an additional army over to that location. And so we'll be able to have quite a few siege armies. They're just all really small. Which does mean that these sieges might take a little bit longer. So I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do it or not. Yeah, that works. Alright, so let's get these guys moving. So they can at least start their sieges here. And our counselor died. The Caliph just died. Longshanks. Well, that's unfortunate. How'd he die? Wasn't he in great health? Apparently not. Heart failure. Alright, so that's a shame. Okay, so we need to assign a new marshal here. He was a powerful vassal. I guess we'll put this guy in charge. He's the best. He's not going to live much longer, I don't think. He's also the one leading our troops. Or some of our troops. The main ones here. Alright, so let's go and split off some more levies here. And get them moving. I guess over to this location next. And they're just going to have to eat that attrition there. Because yeah, I want to get that started. And they do need a commander here. Though I guess you don't need to have commanders for all these armies. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll die. They'll get attacked and then they'll die. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Get rid of some of these powerful vassals that we have. Who are often rebelling against us. Or at least going into the factions. They don't rebel, but they flirt with rebellion. Yeah, they also have that siege engineer bonus. So just hoping it'll speed it up a little bit. Alright, and so over here we want to go right there. So let's get this one. That's this one. I'll take that little hit. That's 575. That is not a little hit. I am surprised. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot of casualties there. I'll just go to... Yeah, I guess you're going to take 2 hits here. Yeah, I guess there's not really anywhere in this area. Who's taking the hit there now? Because I just changed him. Oh, okay, these guys are still assigned. I think I signed all of them to move over there. I see. Okay, so with these 11,000, I guess you just want to keep them in the area for attacks, because yeah, I don't want to send any more out there, or even disband them. We probably won't need this many troops. Or just keep like 5,000 sitting around or something like that. Just get rid of a few of these dudes, so you're not paying for them when you're not even using them. And yeah, these guys can just sit somewhere where they're not going to take attrition, if there is in fact anywhere. Might have to get rid of a few more. Yeah, we'll send them over here and then just get rid of like 200, 300 dudes. There we go. Alright, excellent. So we got all these sieges starting up here. So this one is going to take 15 months, 6 months, so pretty good considering the size there. 7 months, 8 months, and then the last one here at 10 months. So yeah, just sieges, guys. That's going to be this conflict, I think. It's just doing sieges. Now he might send his army over here and we'll have to fight him. We'll have to see. Like, done with the plague here, and his own separate war, and potentially a rebellion. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a rebellion. I see. Yeah, he's probably not going to be able to fight this war much. And so we'll just be able to do these sieges, which does mean the war is going to take a while. Because there's a lot of territory to take over since it's a kingdom in order to get the ticking war score. Okay, I'm not sure why that popped up. Maybe I clicked on something. Yeah, we finished up one of the sieges, captured some prisoners as well. That got us up to 7%. And then we got the Scandalous Priest event as well. So we're going to condemn him for his transgressions. Alright, so this territory here is taken. And so we should be able to now go over to this area. It's a level 6 fort as well, so probably is best that we had that character do that. That army, I should say. Since it's got the siege weapons in it. Now we also finished this siege up over here, so now we need to move to the next location. We'll take the entire county over. So 11% is where we currently stand. And we got that efficient taxation as well. So look how much we're earning, guys. That is a lot for being in the middle of a war. It's almost as much as we were earning at peacetime, even with 20-something thousand troops raised up. These guys can move to the next location. Is there multiple ones here? No. Okay, so you're probably going to take attrition if we don't wait for some of these to finish up. So we'll just wait. We're already at 27%. This is really not as bad as I was expecting. I was thinking without the war, or excuse me, the battle bonus, this take a lot longer, but yeah, it's not too bad right now. Okay, so let me see how bad the attrition is. It's only 34 casualties if you go over to this location. So yeah, we'll take that one. And do I want to go and move over to that one as well? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we need to keep these guys moving as well. Though looking for areas where they can sit and still keep their supplies, and I'm not seeing too many. He's paying homage to us. He brought money as well. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Bring the money. There's this location here. Yeah, we'll go there then. We did finish up the siege right here. Excellent. Alright, so let's go to... We're trying to stay within our kingdom here. The kingdom of Pontus. And so this would be the next one. So you'd want to go that way. Only take the 42 casualties. Just trying to avoid as much attrition as possible. A dissolution faction has formed. Okay, that'd be dangerous. Destroy our entire empire. Be terrible. We do have one untaxed vassal, so let's go and place them into the basic taxes here. Towards the bottom, maybe? No. Here they are. It's this character here. So let me just take a look at the faction situation. So there's the Liberty faction. You see not many people still in there. However, the new Caliph is in there. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, he does not appreciate the kingdom title we gave to his father. He has the measles though, so maybe he dies and this boy takes over instead. One can hope, although he looks fine right now. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. We have one of the kings that's joined against us, but luckily there's only 4 members here, and we're so powerful. He's the only one in the dissolution faction. Let me just see if there's anything we can do about it. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, yeah, you can just get rid of him there. Okay, so that works out. So we didn't even need to put him into the tax jurisdiction. That gets rid of the faction as well. Okay, just seeing if there's anything else we need to be aware of in here. Looks like we're good. Though I should take a look at what our people are doing here. I think we have places we need to increase the control to. So these are the 2 that have the lower control. So as far as development goes, you want to do that one first. So that's where we want to put them. Alright, excellent. So we'll do that, and probably everything else will stay as is. Alright, so these sieges here are going to progress quite slowly because I don't have enough troops. Also an army floating around here that could become a problem. They're not really fully in the war against us. Could move this guy to one of these forts here. Like this one, where it's one of the more difficult ones. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Although, you're going to take attrition going through there. So maybe we'll just help out with this one first. Yeah, we'll do that. And then move this guy. He's almost done. Here, we're at 46% currently. I'm getting some nice money from all this. And we should probably take a look at our prisoners too. And I guess we'll have him go over to this one. So yeah, let me take a look at the prison situation. Yeah, we'll have a few of these people that we can ransom off. So that's 10 gold there. Let me just double check that nobody in here is getting us points. Probably not. I don't see how they could. Yeah, just wanted to confirm. So we're just going to ransom all these characters off. Unless there's a reason to keep them. Certainly not this guy. Although, we have to wait till that proposal comes back. But this character, we could get a weak hook on Duchess Anna. Maybe just demand her conversion. She wouldn't accept it. Okay, whatever. We'll just get the weak hook then. No reason to keep her locked up. Ransom has been accepted, so we'll see if we can send off. I would not accept. Okay. So yeah, with this character, there's really no reason to keep him. We're just going to convert him. Doesn't have any money. So you can get the weak hook or the conversion. So we'll take the conversion then. And then with this character, probably same thing. I can actually get both, so we'll do that. Maybe one day he'll get the money that he can pass. Oh yes, we need to send this guy off somewhere else. This could go... I mean, it doesn't have to be in the area. We could have somebody come take over this area here. Yeah, why not? Sun's right there. Our son learned Arabic. Alright, so this siege here, which we actually have an extra army here. So let's go ahead and move them, I suppose, down to this one then. Or this one right here. Whichever one I didn't do. So that's right there. So we'll have him come down here. Although there's an army floating around there. That's that one we've seen. So we can punish our wife for public intoxication. I feel like Allah will forgive this time. Yeah, I don't know if he'll be a threat. Looks like he's going over here. And we're dealing with a peasant uprising over here. So we're going to need to take that out. And I think I grabbed the wrong army, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, he's going to go take that guy out. Hopefully we can get that done before the siege finishes up. So this is a stewardship challenge here, the burden of tax farming, so just another tax collector event. And we're going to go with this option, 89% chance will reassure him, increase his learning stewardship. Looks like it didn't work out. 11% chance when it work out, and it didn't work out. Alright, so we finished up this siege here, and so I'm going to move this army over to this province here. And then we'll have that other army go somewhere else, because I think that's a large location there. And then, yeah, let's get the positions of power as well. Get that perk, that'll increase the counselor opinion. And then, with this army, is this our knight? Yeah, that's the reason why he's there. The knight is the leader. Okay, so let's have... I guess we'll have him go over after that location there. Okay, so we're at 65% here currently. Some of these sieges are going to take a while. Yeah, take a long time. Now, unfortunately, we do have to end today's episode here. We can take a look at this inspiration real quick. This is a book about medicine. He is a master, so why not? So look at all the money we got. So let's go ahead and spend that here on a building. And then I guess we can increase our men in arms further. We are at war. Makes sense to do it now. So I'll work on them, and I suppose you can also do... I don't even have light footmen. I guess it was in response to the units that were in the area. So just increasing the size of our men at arms. I don't know if our son is going to be able to afford all this though. It's pretty expensive. Alright, so wipe down to those troops there. Make sure they didn't cause us any problems. Make us have to come back here and re-siege that location. Alright, so these are all the sieges we got going. That might be enough. Might have to do a couple more. Yeah, we're at 65% currently. Emperor has not responded at all, so it looks like we're going to get an entire kingdom without having to fight a single battle. We did get somebody else here in the tax jurisdiction. Just make sure it's not somebody we want to give away. And we do need to repair this. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do that. And we have a city too that we should grant somebody. I guess we'll just do somebody with a high stewardship. I don't know. I don't really care. Maybe should probably be like a lowborn character, right? Yeah, I guess that's why they had him at the top. So yeah, we'll do that. So we will have a little bit of domain space to keep some of this territory. But if we give out the king title to somebody, then they would want all of the territory. I don't know exactly who we're going to give that to just yet. I believe the succession right now is still secure, where everything is going to our heir. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.